A very good morning, dear students. Hello, and welcome back to another session of your science class with your science teacher, Nazish. I hope you all are fine and did your best in your exams. Well, we are on chapter number 4, Fibers, Fabrics, and Clothing. In today's video, we will recapitulate the portion we have completed before exams and try to complete the entire chapter. Let's start with the definition of fiber. Fibers are the hair-like structure, very thin strands obtained from plants or animals or prepared chemically in the factories. When many fibers are twisted together, it makes a yarn or threads, and threads are woven into fabrics. Wool is an animal fiber that is generally obtained from the hair or fleece of sheep. Other than sheep, animals like llama, alpaca, Angora goat, Angora rabbit, camel, yak, etc. They also give wool. The main sources of wool in our country are several breeds of sheep. The first step involved in the processing of wool is shearing. The process by which fleece is removed from the body of an animal is called shearing. It is like giving the animal a haircut and is done manually using razors or shearing machines. Shearing is usually done in warm weather so that sheep can survive without protective coat of hair. Once shearing is done, second step in processing of wool is sorting. Sorting or grading. Grading involves sorting fibers according to quality, length, texture, strength, color, and so on. This process is called grading. The raw wool has trapped dust and other impurities like grease, sweat, etc. So it is thoroughly washed in hot water with mild detergents. This process of cleaning and washing wool is called scouring. The cleaned wool is tangled and may contain small hairs, seeds, twigs, and straw. The fleece is therefore passed through the rollers, which remove impurities and straighten the fibers into thin sheet. This process is called carding. After carding, the sheet of woolen fiber is again passed through the rolling machine to comb and to get thin, long ropes called slivers, and this process is called combing. The slivers are further stretched and twisted into thin threads or yarns. This process is called spinning. The yarns or thread are finally woven or knitted into woolen fabrics. Silk is an important fabric. It is highly valued all over the world. It is an animal fiber obtained from the cocoons of silkworms. The adult silk moth has many stages in its life cycle. A female silk moth lays 300 to 400 tiny eggs. After about 10 days, the eggs hatch into small worms or caterpillars called larvae. The larvae eat continuously for about 4 to 6 weeks and grow in size and gain weight. Now, larva stops eating and start spinning fiber around itself, forming a silky case called a cocoon. The worm secretes a liquid that solidifies into silk fiber on exposure to air. It takes about 8 days to complete the spinning of cocoon. At this stage of life cycle, the silk moth is called pupa. The pupa goes through dramatic changes inside the cocoon and breaks it and comes out as an adult moth. After the larvae finish spinning the cocoons are immersed in boiling water. This is done so as to kill the silkworms inside the cocoons. Otherwise, silkworms will break the cocoon to come out. This is also done to soften and separate the fibers by dissolving the gum holding the silk fibers together. This gum is called sericin. The process of unwinding or taking out silk fibers from the cocoons is called reeling. Reeled fibers are twisted and spun into silk thread or yarn. Threads are further woven or knitted to make silk fabrics. Raising silkworms for the commercial production of silk is called sericulture. Although there are several commercial species of silkworms, Bombyx mori is the most widely used and intensively studied silkworm. The workers employed in the sericulture and wool industries are affected by a number of diseases. The sheep can get infected by anthrax, a bacterium which can spread to humans through infected meat or wool, and this may lead to a fatal blood disease called Sorter's disease. People working in the silk industry suffer from many health problems. The workers who do reeling work, they have to put their hands in very hot water. This can cause the skin to blister and peel off and can lead to skin infections. Moreover, the workers who remove silk fibers from the cocoon inhale vapors, fumes, and dust. This can cause respiratory diseases like asthma and bronchitis and can also lead to allergies. And that's all for today. With this, our chapter number 4, Fibers, Fabrics and Clothing, gets complete.